Hey there, welcome to Independent Women Rule. I'm Dalila Jusik-LaBerge, and I'm excited today because I want to talk about a special topic that I see amongst many of you. So, one of my dear readers asked me, how do I change the survival mentality to acceptance that all men ain't the same? What she's asking here is, in other words, how I trust men again. How can I believe that all men aren't the same when she's so scared due to being hurt so many times in the past? And we get so many messages, from our mom, from our grandma. So just leave me some comments and let me know what kind of messages about men did you get from your family or from TV or from society. Tell me where they come from and what kind of messages are they. Like, for instance, in my family, they would say, oh, all men are after only one thing, or they would say that if you go with a man right away, if you don't make him wait and ask you 5 times, then they're going to think you are easy. So all those limiting beliefs, come from mom and grandma and our patriarchal society. So that naturally creates this mistrust, in men and struggle to accept love and wondering at the end if we are even worthy of love, when we have to kind of figure it out. So why is this important that you figure this out? Because you're still if you're still yearning for love, for being with men, in a relationship, if you don't change this kind of mindset, you will be attracted and still attracts those bad partners. And when I say bad, I just mean they're not good for you. So whatever bad means for you. And after some time, you will become completely disheartened and become more bitter. So today I want to tell you about how to change this mentality. First of all, I want to point to some mindset shifts you need to be aware of. And then I will tell you how you can date properly to actually make this work for yourself. But let me introduce myself very quickly. I'm Dalila Jusik-LaBerge, and I am a relationship expert. I specialize in attachment theory. And for those who don't know, attachment theory is talking about attachment styles: anxious, avoidant, and secure attachment. There is one more style, but I'll talk only about that. So it it helps us understand ourselves deep down, and it's all based on how we are raised as little babies and children in general. So this kind of makes it so relevant in terms of how you grow up and what kind of relationships you will have with your partner in general in adulthood. So I basically help women even when they're ready to give up. I help them figure this out and enjoy happy, lasting relationships. Most of my clients are people who really want the best for themselves, and they also want the best for their partner. They're kind of high achievers in that regard. They want the best of life, and I don't blame them. I want them to have that, and you should too. Want the best for yourself. So back to our topic. How can we start trusting? How can we change the mentality of being uh, in that survival mode, not trusting? And the reason why she says survival, it's very smart, because that's what helped us survive. We learned not to trust. It was actually, you need to remind yourself of that. You were a badass for building this mistrust so you can protect yourself. And that served you so well after some time of trusting, and then you learn how not to trust. Thank God that you did. And it helped you survive in the environment or whatever life circumstances you had. Now maybe you are ready to dip your toes in a dating pool, and then you see so many weird, stories and everything, and you're like, how am I gonna trust these people when in past I gave everything to this, relationship or that relationship, and things didn't work out for me. I tried everything, I did everything, and that person still betrayed me, and whatnot. So let's talk about what kind of mindset you need to have. First of all, you need to have self-compassion and understand that that was great that you don't trust, as I said already. Another thing is that I want you to think about is changing. How can you change that mindset? And I want you to remember that you're not the same person as you were when you were wide-eyed 15-year-old who just wanted love and who just wanted to make it work with this one guy. You are a woman, 20, 30, 40, 50. I have, there's so many, there's wide range of ages amongst my audience and clients. So, and you have experience under your belt. So I need you to be more confident about your ability to choose the right partner. And then once you get to know him a little bit more and more, you're going to see those, whether they're red flags or green flags. You have that ability to make a better choice for yourself now. And even though it doesn't seem like that, once you go out there, you will kind of learn that that you do have. Just be confident that you're more experienced. Second thing that you need to remember is that as you go to get to know this particular person, a guy, you want to remember that you can always set boundaries, that you can set your pace. I'm sorry. My matcha tea. It's delicious. You can always set boundaries, and at every step, relationships aren't like all or none. It's like I'm either successful or I'm not. It's not like, you shouldn't look at that as like, oh my god, I failed if I didn't make it work with this guy. No, no, you're just going there to get to know people, and as you get to know them gradually, you can then determine, oh, this is working for me, this is not working for me, and then you can communicate. And there is a special way I teach people how to communicate actually properly, so that they can actually respond well in the way. And this communication, when you set your boundaries, it helps you determine whether somebody is right for you or not. And if they're not, well, sorry, it didn't work out. You're not a bad guy, just not what I'm looking for. And then you move on. So those are the two mindset shifts. Remember, the first, before you shift your mindset, acceptance of that was a skill, your survival skill that you don't trust. Second one is, you remember that you're not the same person. You have much better abilities to choose the right partner. And second mindset shift is that remembering that you can always set boundaries, and those boundaries will help you determine who is the right guy eventually as you sift through them, obviously. And now that brings us to the last point, is I want to help you learn how to date, basically. What I want you to remember, the best thing is to take your pace. If you don't trust, even if you trust, you shouldn't trust anybody. Take it slowly with dating and relationships. Enjoy and relish those moments when he is courting you. Enjoy that time, and don't kind of rush it to seal the deal, as some people would say. Second thing is, date more people. Date more people, because that is essential tip that I give here. Dating isn't a relationship. Date more people so that you will be able to discern, you will be able to figure out who is a potentially good partner for you and who is not. When you date them, when you meet, let's say, Bob, and tomorrow, tell me a name. um, Gosh, Jason, or Robert, or whoever. When you meet these people and say, "Oh, I like how he treats me. Oh, that makes me feel a little icky. I don't know, So you can then determine how it feels for you to be in that particular relationship, which is not relationship. You're dating different guys. You're just getting to know them. So get to know them, and even if you don't, kind of fall in love with them right away, give them a chance. Just get a sense of what it feels to be in their company. How does it feel when they text you regularly? How does it feel you when another guy doesn't text you? So just see what works for you, kind of use it as an experiment and figure out what works for you, what makes you feel safe and what doesn't make you feel safe. And do I have anything? Yes. One more important thing: when you're dating, focus on what they have to bring to the table. Don't think of, do they like me? Am I pretty enough? You are who you are. And if they are with you, if they already like you, if they know what you look like, how you sound, they met you maybe, whether it's like video chat first, whatever type of dating you are using, and then uh, focus on figuring out what is it that they have to bring to the table. Remember what I said like a minute ago, just get a sense of how it feels to be sorry, in their company, and then kind of determine gradually, give yourself more time to determine what's right for you and what's not right for you. I hope that this helps. If you have any questions, let me know, and let me know below in comments if you have any other tips about this, how you develop trust uh, in relationships. Thank you very much. Like this page and join our Date to True Love group. Looking forward to seeing you again.